on it from the jump. We came to get exactly what you want. Came here to say that you don't really want it with us. Yeah, we love you know. We came here to say that you don't really want it with us. Yeah, the sports show.
What's going on, y'all? This is something different. It's something fresh. It's something new. I'm way in over my head, but it's okay. I'm not Big Baby. It's not the voice of a generation. It's your boy BK Matt, aka Bobby Brown, and I'm here with, of course, the queen of the Yerrr Sports Show, Queen Tay.
The queen of everything. The hell?
I mean, I'm giving you your throne. I'm giving you your whole country and everything that you run. Can you just say what's up in Yerrr to the people, please?
What's up in Yerrr?
Friday. It's Friday.
But hey man, it's Friday, man. It's Friday.
Normally we would have Big Baby on. We would have the voice of a generation, Pete Rosado. But it's Friday. They needed the day off. They got to handle certain things. So, me and Tay's running things for the day. We are being joined by Backstage Brawl's own Shop Biz, of course. I call him Stu, but he want to call himself the People's Champion. Talk to him, man.
I am that. But thank you for the shout out, man. What's good? What's good, everybody?
Nothing, man. Nothing. It's the playoffs.
Yes, sir. Favorite time of the year, brother.
Well, right now it's the play-in. Earlier today, well, possibly while we're recording this, a good hour ago, Miami dog walked Chicago. So now they're facing the number 1 seed Boston Celtics. We are in the process of New Orleans playing Sacramento with the hopes of them facing OKC. So the landscape of everything that's going on, with this being the play-in that's going on right now, no Zion. Zion's going to be, we just got new Zion's out for 2 weeks.
100% Arabica coffee at great value from selecting the best.
Jesus. Zion's out for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't have no faith in hell for the Pelicans. That's just my choice. Stu, you being the guest and all, what do you see? What is your prediction for this last play-in game?
I think Pels, because of CJ's experience, are a little bit more battle tested than the Kings, even though last year they went against the Warriors. And the one thing that the Kings will they're also without 2 important pieces. You're without Kevin Huerter, their top 3-point shooter. You're also without Malik Monk, their top 3-point shooter and possibly the 6th man of the year candidate in terms of what he's done this year. I mean, he took a contract to go over there a couple years ago, took a chance on himself and reunited with his college teammate and De'Aaron Fox. So just by doing that, you revitalize what that franchise meant in terms of playoff, playoff importance, or just being relevant by winning. As much as I would give the Kings, a slight chance because of that, missing those 2 key pieces, that's the reason why I have New Orleans winning for tonight.
So you don't think Zion being missing is not a big deal for them? He did drop 40 on the Lakers.
Right. So conversely, let's go 2 years ago. This is the same exact team that took the number 1 seed, Phoenix Suns, to 6 games with that same exact team without Zion. Now, I'm not saying the fact that, they can beat the OKC, but also know one thing. They've been in a position when they were the lower seed, winning a play-in just to even make the playoffs, going against a 1 seed where no one expects you to win without Zion. They've been here before.
I hear
so
you.
That's the only reason why.
The same team that gave Golden State a run for their money as well.
Exactly. So you have to understand, this is the same exact team 2 years ago. So the fact that it's the same exact team 2 years ago, and the fact that they know exactly what it takes to basically take it there, because of OKC's inexperience, I wouldn't be surprised if they win tonight and off that win in that series. If I'm going to project that series, and that series is going to go deep, it will probably go to full 7. with the Pelicans winning on the road because they knew how to win in Phoenix. They knew how to win at home. And they already had that playoff experience. And they're already battle tested already enough being in 2 do or die games already. So every game to them is going to be a game 7. So it just depends on attrition if they get fatigue. It's going to happen. So for me personally, I think, when it comes to that, I think I'll lean on experience with the Pels. And Willie Green has shown, at least to me, to be a very capable coach when he's without Zion. And now that he's in a playoff position, and the fact that the West has been so deep this year in terms of how great these teams have been, off that, it gives a very good, all right, they have a puncher's chance off that. So I'm leaning towards that, in terms of what they did against a more experienced Phoenix Suns team. Well, technically inexperienced because of the fact that Chris Paul was the driving force of getting to that final series, in the first place in those 2 years. But it was just a matter of just them being cocky that year. OKC is more so, all right, we're a Cinderella story. We're the first seed, but at the same time, are we really a championship-like contender? So this could be one of the series where if New Orleans win and whomever comes out the 4-5 matchup, the Clippers and or the Clippers and or the Mavericks, because of those two teams' pedigree, they've been to Western Conference Finals already, and they have players who've been champions or already to know that, all right, this is what it takes to get to that next level. In Kyrie for the Mavericks, and if you go for the Clippers, you have Kawhi Leonard, who's won at the highest level. Russell Westbrook's been to a finals. So is James Harden. So for Paul George to basically cross over,
don't mention James Harden.
He was part of OKC.
Don't mention James Harden and playoffs.
No. But believe me, believe me.
We're not doing this.
I'm not putting James Harden's name. I'm not putting James Harden's name on that. I'm just saying in terms of what they have. I'm not saying James Harden's battle tested. And believe me, James Harden. Listen, I don't trust him as far as late April.
We're gonna get there. But Queen, are you here?
I'm here.
What is your prediction with the Pelicans versus Sacramento? Who's facing OKC?
I feel like I agree a lot with what Randy is saying. I do believe that they are facing, well, either team could be facing a battle-tested team already, and I believe that there's a lot of room for. I think if there was an upset in this first round, it could come easily in this series.
Are you going with Pelicans or are you going with Sacramento to face OKC though?
What's the score?
I can't even see it.
Right now it's a 4-point game. Right now it's a 4-point game, and Sacramento's up with 4 minutes left to go. Trey Murphy's at the line for 1, and it's a 3-point game now. You just knocked down a foul shot.
I'm gonna have to go with Sacramento in this one. I'm sorry, because they're in the lead now. I did want to talk about the Zion situation, given the fact that people have been calling this man a bust for years. I'm one of them. I know, given his productivity,
that's premature.
Before the quote, do you still feel like he has another chance to redeem his career, or was this it?
No, I'm not. The thing about it is, I think it's unfortunate. It's very premature to call Zion a bust when he's made it to the All-Star game.
Really?
One, no. Hear me out. In his rookie season before he got hurt, he was already giving you 20 and 10. He was giving you all-star numbers. It was never about his ability. It was about his availability.
That would make him a bust.
No, making him a bust means the fact that he never lived up to the hype as a basketball player on the NBA level.
How is he living up to the hype?
But he did it. But
he's already
in a way,
but he's
did it. But honestly, we have to look at the whole picture. Ability and availability aside, it's been a few. The Zion Williamson saga has had several chapters, right? you know,
all with the same ending.
yeah, unfortunately, yeah, true.
My whole thing is all right. If in a nutshell, you said a bust is somebody who's not who's not living up to their expectations in a sense, right? Like living up to the hype is your exact formation of what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Everybody plays Zion on the same mantle of the next coming for when LeBron is gone. Do you feel like with the last couple seasons that he's still in the same realm of being the next LeBron? Do you feel
I
that way?
mean, that's
Because I
that's
don't.
something that I mean that's
It's
something
a
the
yes or no
media put
question.
on.
Don't
Hold
don't,
on.
don't beat around the bush, dude. It's a yes or no
All right.
question.
In terms of that, I give that one to you. But in terms of this aspect as well, it's like Zion coming into the league, you already knew like they said the same thing about Andrew Wiggins, and he hasn't lived up to that hype either in terms of the LeBron thing. It takes a special type of player to basically establish their own type of narrative around them.
I don't
And
like the Andrew
unfortunately, in
Wiggins.
Zion's case,
I don't like the Andrew Wiggins analogy. Why? Because Andrew Wiggins was tailored for that because he was going to Cleveland, not because he was going to live up to being LeBron. So I want to. We need to like add
if you
levity
go
to
back,
that.
I don't know. If you go back to the entire 2013, 2014 realm when he was from high school to when he spent that year in Kansas, they were on him saying he is the next hype guy from high school to prep to pro, college to one and done player, LeBron-esque type player coming into that draft because of his athleticism, because of the talent that he had. He was the number one high school player in the country. He was the number one player in the country. Mind you, this is the same person who went to the same school as Joel Embiid. They came in the same draft, dog.
Nobody really
Like,
knew. Nobody really
no,
knew the ceiling on Joel Embiid back then. That's
people,
not.
people, no, people already said Joel was going to be like the next Hakeem Olajuwon. People already knew about in terms of the way his talent was when he was skinny before he put on all that weight, which is most of the reason why he's being injured half the time is the fact that
I'm not mad at him. Keep getting
he
injured.
can't put he can't be at
Maybe
an
go to
ideal
Eastern
weight
Conference.
and expect to be healthy. And that's
I
another
think
thing with
I'm hearing a lot
that's
of
what hurt him.
excuses
It is.
Not an
That's still
excuse.
doing it. That's still doing. He's winning.
How's it an
because
excuse?
it's been
Because Zion's not living
been
up to what we said he was going to live up to.
it's
You know
been
that.
about how many seasons now, realistically?
This is his 5th year, I believe.
All right.
What has
When
he
you
done?
anything now would be redeeming his career, not necessarily living. I don't think he's ever gonna be. I feel like it was an unfair like label to put on this kid because the injuries do play a part, right? But we have to look at it for what it is. And you could play spectacular in the 20 games that you play a year, but you know, it tend to be like, yo, was he a bust? Given the level in which he was compared to, and looking at like LeBron is still like hooping, even though the king looks winded, rightfully so. You know,
Yo.
I have to say he is. He ain't live up to what he was supposed to.
I think there's levels to bust. I'm not going to sit there and say he's Kwame Brown. I would never do that. That's just disrespectful. I would never say that. I would say he's more or less he's more like
Grant Hill.
nah, not even Grant Hill. I would say probably Greg
Grant Hill
Oden-ish.
ended up redeeming his career though.
That's what I said. I mean, Greg Oden-ish for now because injury plagued it, and it's like right now
I
you
don't
don't
feel
know
like
where it's
Grant
going.
Hill. I don't feel like Grant Hill redeemed his career though,
I feel like he did in Phoenix.
because no, but
He
it was
made an
spurts.
all-star game after all them injuries though. Like he was an all-star after
But that's
everything.
the. But I'm just saying. But what are the barometer? What's the barometer here? You get what I'm saying? Okay, he made an all-star game afterward. What did he make an all-star game because of productivity or because of popularity? And people
productivity. Like
wanted
he was
him
a
to be.
reserve.
People
No, he
wanted
was a
him to
He
reserve.
wasn't
be.
a starter. He was a reserve.
That was the
Okay,
coaches
Like
but
that
who-
put
people
him.
want it right, but because they're doing what you're doing, Stu. They're like, well, when he wasn't injured, this guy could have been the best. When he wasn't injured, he could have been this, and everybody knows that almost doesn't count.
So with that being said,
I think I still think that's unfair, but I mean I see it from that perspective, but I think that's still unfair of a criticism.
all right, well, with what we know about Zion now, he did play a great portion of the season this year. He played even great in that playing game against LeBron. He dropped 40 before he went down.
Right.
We know going into the summer, there's going to be a lot of questions about Zion as far as if he stays in New Orleans or if he goes. One of the teams that I heard were trying to make a run for him were the New York Knicks. You being the resident New York Knicks like super fan, would you make a
No,
move to try to get Zion?
no,
I
no.
I
mean,
don't know.
He's not the missing
Honestly,
piece.
honestly, I don't know. At this time, what Leon Rose has been, I'm just been following what Leon Rose has been doing. I don't think he would be going for a big swing like that.
I mean, it won't cost. Well, it will cost him.
Wait a minute. The Knicks are known to make asinine moves.
I understand, but again, have I said
Here
for
we
the
go.
last 4 years now, it's not the
Uh-huh.
same front office
Yeah,
at
he is
all.
right about that. I'll give him that.
It is not. It is not the Isaiah Thomas who would have made that move. It is not.
Nobody's saying that there's the Isaiah Thomas to make the moves, but the Knicks
But he would make that
have
kind of
okay.
move.
Mm-hmm.
Like those past regimes
Go
would have
ahead.
made that move. Like
It's not really
under
James
Leon
Dolan
Rose,
and them making it. Leon Rose has
like
been making a lot of good moves,
like
except
Phil
letting
Jackson would have
Donovan
made
Mitchell
some
have stuff.
boneheaded moves. Like, and he has made boneheaded moves. So it's like Leon Rose hasn't done shady business and done the team a disservice in terms
But
of the
is
moves
it
he made.
shady? But is it shady business or is it taking a gamble? It's always taking a gamble. So, given the Knicks, given that he won't require what Zion Williamson is supposed to require as far as financially, it would not be. I could see the Knicks making a move for him. I could see it. I mean, me personally, I wouldn't take that gamble, take that risk. But if you can get him for cheap, given the fact that his productivity and availability isn't in correlation, they will make that move. I mean, you talking around in circles like it's not possible.
Only reason why I say that is because I know people, legit know people within the organization who have said that verbatim. I have family who work for the organization. This is the reason why I know half of this information.
So, all right, if you had to choose between Zion and Spider, who would you choose?
I probably if it was Leon Rose, gun to head, he would choose Spider over Zion.
I'm not saying Leon Rose. I'm saying you. If it's
Me,
you, who are you choosing?
even
Would you make
me,
that
I
choice?
would choose because of what they've been doing. Even I would have chosen Spider over
So
Zion.
so why sit here for the past 15 minutes and go into Zion Williamson this praise of Zion Williamson and then say that if guns ahead you wouldn't choose him. So everything that to me was irrelevant before that point.
Because I'm speaking in terms of him as a player, not in terms of the acquisition for a team.
You mean your team?
Exactly.
Okay.
But I would say the same thing for any other team for Zion Williamson.
I don't see him in the New Orleans Pelicans jersey.
I don't see him in a New Orleans Pelicans jersey either.
But you can't
Which is
see him in
why,
the Knicks jersey.
which is why I'm saying don't be surprised about what Toronto might do the next couple of years.
You said Toronto. Oh, damn. That is like career suicide.
The only reason why I say that is because he probably want to run with his boy from Duke, and that's been a thing for years that they've rumored heavily about.
In Toronto, though. I'm all right. Move on. So we know that the Lakers have beaten the Pelicans and they have secured their spot in the playoffs, and they
Get the broom.
have
Get the broom.
the unlikely task of
Broom.
going against the defending NBA champions, the Denver Nuggets, with Joker, Jamal Murray, and the boys. Woo! Now, I'm gonna start with Queen with this. I want to know your take on this. Who are you going with, and why are you going with them, and how many games?
I'm going with the. Hold on. I'm going with the Nuggets in 6, maybe even 5.
Y'all was so wrong. No fucking thing. This is horrible. What happened to y'all king? You two are like the biggest LeBron fan. Not the biggest. I've seen worse. But you two are like y'all LeBron saviors. What happened? Y'all have no faith in y'all king? What's going on?
Well, you see, another thing when you move the goalposts, right? Now, you know damn well LeBron James. I have to turn my camera on for this. You know damn well LeBron James is 115 years old in basketball years. Like, I'm just being real. Like, he's 125 years old in basketball. Let us just enjoy the fact that we still have him in a competing capacity at this point. It's like watching these exhibition fights with Mike Tyson and Logan Paul.
You just compared him to Tyson? Is that what you just did just now? Damn.
Yeah, I mean, and
Damn.
that's a compliment.
Tyson can still hit.
It's a compliment. I'm not saying
Tyson still got hands.
Yeah, he do.
Yeah, like LeBron still got hands,
Oh man.
but
He ain't got much hair, but he got
sit
hands.
here, but to sit there and be like, "Oh, you don't got faith in y'all king," like, are you bugging? What's wrong with you?
I'm bugging. Because you want to hear
You
something
bugging.
crazy?
What?
I got the Lakers in 7.
Did you see how Braun was winded after that
I'll take you up on
play-in
that.
game?
I'll take you up on that bet.
I've seen it,
Lakers?
and this is my look.
Now, oh
I'll
my
take
God!
you
Now
up
they're
on
gonna
that.
now they you know what? Because your black ass said that, they're gonna get swept.
No. I already got Denver
You
going for it.
giving me the Pete juju? I don't do what Pete do. Pete is like literally Eugene from Hey Arnold. That's not like that is not me. Like I don't jinx no team. I really have faith that the Lakers could actually pull this off. I'm not. It's
Eugene
going
from Hey Arnold though.
Yeah, yo, Pete be predicting shit, and he'd be like, "Yo, this is gonna happen," and it'd be like the 100% complete opposite. The complete opposite. It is crazy. It's amazing how he does this. But honestly, I really, really feel like Anthony Davis, aka the Legends of Street Clothes Davis, has turned the corner. He played a vast majority of the games this season.
75.
Look, so we're not gonna get into semantics. We're not doing that. He played games, and he actually showed up. Now, granted,
listen,
he never shows up against Joker, but I'm hoping.
No, there's another person he never shows up against. His name is Domantas Sabonis, who's had his lunch every game this season.
Domantas Sabonis is looking like he's gonna be playing OKC, and he's gonna get out the first round, so he don't got to worry about.
I mean, he's only up 1 because Brandon Ingram's with the line. That's number 1.
But I'm just saying.
Number 2, but like Sabonis held dude to 14 and 17 recently.
Well, Sabonis is more athletic than freaking Joker. I don't understand why Anthony Davis can't seem to figure it out.
Shaq couldn't figure out Hakeem despite power and finesse.
Well, when he wanted to see Hakeem again, Hakeem wasn't. When Shaq, started feeling himself a little bit more, Hakeem was out the league. So I mean, it is what it is.
But when Shaq athletic peak, you come on, man.
I'm just saying. I feel like D'Angelo Russell is gonna show up. I feel like Austin Reeves is gonna show up.
That I feel.
Rui's gonna show up. I feel like it's gonna be a collective. I feel like they know they fell away about what happened, right? About Denver talking their shit. Apparently, I don't see that coming from Denver. Honestly, Anthony Davis was talking shit, saying that
it's mostly the coach though.
Huh?
Most of the coach talking shit. It's Mike Malone talking the shit though.
Well, Mike Malone always talks shit. He's always been that way. But
that's where they get it from.
Something about it. He said him and Braun was talking about it. They can't wait to see him. They got smacked when they got the title, when they got their rings and the banner went up. I'm hoping he meant he was ready for all the smoke when they saw each other in the playoffs. I'm holding on to that. So I got the Lakers in 7. it's hurting me to say it because my basketball mind is saying they're gonna get swept, but that's neither here nor there. Stu, where you going with this, man? Where you going?
Where's your broom? Because they getting swept.
I'm gonna tell Stan.
Listen, I'm a fan of LeBron.
We know,
but at the same time, it's like you're playing like Dr. J in '87. This is basically who you are now. You know, you're going against the Bucks of that time, against Don Nelson Bucks who can score all over you with the mid '86ers with early Charles Barkley, who's giving you 24 and 10.
it's crazy.
You know, like you're still you, but it's time, sort of. But like you're still doing what you got to do. But Joker can't stop him. No matter what you do.
Can't stop LeBron.
Like, at 39, you can slow him down more.
Right.
But
I haven't
Joker,
seen anybody do it yet.
Jamal, I mean, listen, who's gonna stop Jamal Murray from going off? Who turned into like a flamethrower in the damn playoffs?
He's like curling for some reason. I don't understand.
Yo, like Michael Porter Jr. is starting to finally feel himself, which like he should start taking more offensive. Like he should take more shots. Honestly,
I feel bad for her. Both of his brothers is getting locked up. It's crazy.
You know, well, they're dickheads, but it's like, but for Michael Porter Jr.'s game, man, I just wish that, like, I wish that he would be more aggressive offensively, because like he could be that dude too, like. And then Aaron Gordon, he's playing the best basketball of his career where he doesn't have to be like use too much of his athleticism. He can just focus on D, and just basically if he can catch the three from the corner, he catch the lob. Like, like Denver's a well-oiled machine. I thought losing Jeff Green and Bruce Brown was gonna hurt him, but they seem to make it work. And then Zeke Nnady's coming in on his own, so it's like that team is really, really connected. My thing is they might match up bad with Phoenix because Phoenix has kind of done them up bad the last couple of games of the regular season.
Since you brought up Phoenix, we might as well just go to that one, the 3 and the 6 seed. The Phoenix Suns, who have looked god awful with all three Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, and Kevin Durant playing on the same team, they've looked god awful. But they miraculously made the 6th seed, and they will be facing the Minnesota Timberwolves.
You think it's miraculous they made it to the 6th seed?
Yes, miraculous. Yes, because
why?
They've been awful the whole season, bro.
You have Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker.
Everything that you just said means they should have been a top 2 or top 3 seed.
Minimum.
So you brought that up to say what? Are they, matter of fact, are they your favorites against Karl Anthony Towns, Rudy Gobert, and Anthony Edwards? Are they your favorites?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Do you have a great answer?
I think they could probably take it in 6 or 7.
Stop the press.
Wow.
I think they could. I didn't say they will. Don't do that.
Stop the press.
Don't do. I didn't say they will.
Stop the press. Stop the press. Now I'm about to jump off this episode because I saw how Dre marketed it. I didn't understand. I thought this was a Yerrr production. I'm seeing that y'all saying it's shop business. So you're like, oh, it's shop business. I see Shop Biz Ronnie. Y'all using y'all new edition name. Now that I pull over, I can really see what you wrote me into tonight, and I feel bamboozled.
My name has been Bobby Brown in the Yerrr Show.
No, it wasn't that recently. It wasn't that recently.
Go check the last 3 episodes.
I saw the last 3 episodes, and it's shop business. As the people, you see, Matt, listen to the promotion for the episode.
I didn't see the promotion.
Listen to it's shop business. As the people's champ, aka Randy, and BK Matt discussed this year's, so no mention of me at all. So I'm basically here so I don't get fined. Fuck that shit. Bye, y'all. I got better things
Right,
to do in my
we're
fucking
talking
time.
about
What?
what is Dre wrote this? Dre wrote this.
I got better things to do in my time.
Dre.
Reclaiming my time. Reclaiming my time.
He hashtag your sports show.
I
Reclaiming
didn't
my
even know that he
time.
wrote that. I didn't write it.
Reclaiming my time.
Boy, Dre.
So I'm not even promoted. I don't go nowhere where I'm not promoted.
Seriously, Tay.
Big serious.
Lord, we'll have to get Dre on the line.
I got scammed. I got scammed.
I didn't
I got
scam you.
scammed.
I did not write that.
Yeah, you got you all a part of the scam.
Why I always gotta be a part of
Yo, I swear, I don't think it's on Matt.
Oh Jesus.
You should what is your profession?
Who, me?
Me?
No. Matt, make it fucking make sense.
You say a name.
Ronnie, what do you do for a living?
I'm a healthcare consultant.
You should have been a fucking lawyer, a civil rights one. That's what you should have been.
I mean, I'm from a family full of lawyers. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, you should have joined the foray, because you always making excuses for somebody.
I'm not.
Sometimes I mean,
we've been on the line now.
He
We've
got
been on
nothing to do with it.
And he never let you. Are you Haitian?
he is.
Yes.
You never let nobody finish a sentence. Like
That's what Haitians do. That's exactly what they do. I mean, they're nurses and cab drivers too. But I'm just, go ahead.
No, let me tell you something. I know so many prominent. I know so many prominent Haitians. It's not even funny. The Haitian massive, the Haitian massive done took over. They done took over.
That's because they are hard working. They are mad hard working. I ain't gonna hold you. I swear that they.
Matt, are you West Indian?
Nah, I wish I was.
Then shut up. Nobody's talking to
you.
you.
Shut up about that. I can't shout out West Indians. I'm around them all the damn time.
Well, you're not West Indian, so what do you can't say that.
I just gotta relax. I'm gonna relax.
You try to make it a thing like fetch, and I gotta relax is not a thing.
It's my thing.
Yeah, it's like that scene in Mean Girls when the girl keeps trying to make fetch happen.
I've never seen that movie.
Yeah, well, get up on pop culture. Louis Farrakhan, did you? Al Sharpton, did you watch Mean Girls?
Al Sharpton is crazy. That's crazy.
You out there, you advocate for. I'm really
Al Sharpton. No, actually, I've never watched it fully. Nah.
Yo, Al Sharpton is crazy.
Wow.
I can't unsee it though. That's wild.
Al Sharpton's wild.
I mean, are we going to are you going to explain why you're choosing Phoenix over Minnesota? Because I don't see it.
No, I never said I'm choosing them over. I can see them winning.
That's exactly what you said. You said
listen,
going with Phoenix. Tay, did he not just say he's going with Phoenix?
No, I said I could see Phoenix winning. I never said I have them winning.
Don't lie.
I'm not going with Phoenix.
How many games are you choosing Phoenix to go over Minnesota?
I have the Timberwolves going over them in 6.
What made you change your mind? What made you change your mind?
No, listen, I had it going in. Look, that boy, Michael Jordan's real son, Anthony Edwards, that young bull, I'm not choosing him over Kevin Durant.
You're dragging it.
I'm a noted Kevin Durant hater. For me to even say, for me to even say, like, I'm willing to choose him over Anthony Edwards in the series, even though, like, with his talent, he should win with that kind of talent.
Anthony Edwards to Michael Jordan is crazy.
No, I said that's his real son. I never compared him. I said that's his real son.
No,
that's his real. Listen,
that boy played like Dwayne Wade at best.
Bro, don't disrespect. That's disrespecting D Wade. You know what?
I'm not disrespecting D Wade. He should be fortunate. Dwayne Wade didn't even have a jump shot.
God damn.
Am I lying?
He hit him when it mattered, though.
Okay, I give you that. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying he didn't have a jump shot. That was reliable. So I'm giving him props. Just throwing that out there. So you said Minnesota in 6. Why Minnesota in 6? Even though you originally said Phoenix.
Anthony Edwards, and Rudy Gobert. Because Phoenix Suns, they got no interior defense and they can't rebound for shit.
That's factual.
So it's like Cat don't got to do much this series, and you got Nas Reed who can give you 30 bench on a nightly basis. Nas Reed is filthy. You got Mike Conley could give you a calm 18 and 11. Like, come on now. Phoenix ain't got no point guard. They should be generous that it even gets to 6.
Lord, I'm going with shit. I want Phoenix to win, but it's hard. It's really, really, really difficult to even try to.
Plus, Grayson Allen does something dirty.
It's hard to pick them against Minnesota, especially at how cohesive they've been looking this season and how dominant they've been looking. Like, honestly, they only fell to the 3 spot because Cat got hurt and his MCL sprain. Yo, you been hearing that they're talking about dealing Cat at the end of the year? Yeah, shocked the shit out of me too. I don't know why they would want to do that. They've actually made the playoffs and they actually look like they can actually make the Western Conference Finals, which that'll be a stretch, but neither here nor there. But I'm gonna go with Minnesota in 7. I see 7 games because I don't see Phoenix laying down that easy. And all it takes is for like 3 games for 2 of them to get hot. And when I say 2 of them, I'm saying whether it be Devin Booker and Kevin Durant or Devin Booker and Bradley Beal, which Bradley Beal seems to be like the spot-up shooter now. You don't have to create no more, which I don't really like because that's never been his game in the first place.
They need a point guard.
So, yeah. I don't know.
What
Tay, you
happens
good?
when you say,
Tay? Tay? Should we go to the next game? Should we go to the next game? We're going to go to your favorite series. Clippers and the Mavericks.
Pacers in the book? Oh no, I was gonna say no. Oh no. I got Clips in 7.
You got a lot.
It's going to be a fun series, though. It's going to be probably going to be a couple overtime games.
I'm just saying, Luka is the Clippers' kryptonite. I don't know.
Clippers also beat them twice.
Yeah, he beat them twice because Luka didn't really have the help. Now he does. He got dogs with him this time. He got dogs with him. And James Harden is not reliable. Russell Westbrook can't be,
I trust Russ in the playoffs over James.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, Russell Westbrook over Kyrie Irving. Who are you choosing?
Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard's not holding Kyrie Irving, bro.
Kawhi Leonard. You also got Paul George.
Pandemic P. Pandemic P. Don't play off P. Get out of here with that.
Listen, Pandemic P got to the conference finals.
Stop. Come on, Randy. You got to be.
Pandemic P got to Game 6 of the conference finals.
You got to be realistic, Randy. Come on, man.
I am being realistic.
We're not doing this.
Paul George's been on multiple conference finals teams.
I give you that. I'm just saying, bro. Luka is.
I'm not saying he's gonna be the one to take you over the hump, but I'm just saying for a series, Paul George can give you that, and he's a wing defender. I'm not saying he's gonna hold Kyrie like sub 45% shooting in the playoffs, but I'm just saying he's gonna slow him down a bit. You still got those guys who can still score, give you 20. Like, let's not forget, like, outside of Luka and Kyrie, basically have to give you 80 combined. Who else you have to worry about? Like, Tim Hardaway Jr. is going to be erratic. He's going to be hot for a couple games of the series, but it's like, yo, when it comes down to it, you're relying on Luka and Kyrie to give you 80 of those points a night in a 7-game series. Because they're going to be dropping 40 or 50, each. Like, the one thing you got to do is stop everybody else. Like, it just takes one stop, one possession. James Harden ain't gotta do much because it's not May yet. It's not conference finals time when he decides to implode. So I expect point guard James to help him out this series. Is why I edged him out in 7.
Hold on. Damn, I'm really trying to think about this shit. I don't know, man. I just, I don't know, man. The Clippers, they fell off. That's the only thing that fucks with me a little bit. Like they fell off a good portion of the season. Like they did good when they got acclimated with James Harden on their roster, and Russell Westbrook went to the bench. But then, like after a certain period of time, I want to say probably like after All-Star break, they fell off, and they were losing the teams they shouldn't have lost to. Right. So it's like, yeah, it's hard to bet against the duo of Luke and Kyrie, and especially since now they kind of got help. So it's like it's gonna be a dog fight. It's gonna be
only reason why.
Huh?
It's gonna be a dog fight.
You don't think so?
I don't know what y'all was talking about. I've been off the phone for a few minutes.
I know. I called for you. I asked for your opinion on the
Well, now y'all care about my opinion. I wasn't even marketed to be on the show. So to be honest with you, no one knew I was going to be on it. Say what?
I asked you the question about this, like the topic, and you still want to come on.
What topic? What are you talking about?
Dallas versus the Clippers. Who are you going with? You just don't want to go with Kyrie. Is that what this is about?
These nuts.
She was so.
That's what.
Go ahead, say Kyrie. You know you want to.
These nuts. I don't even know what y'all rambled on about for the past 10 minutes. I was on the other call. I was on the other line, so I don't know what your opinions are. I'm only here. I'm here under duress.
Duress? You're not here under duress. You're here because I want you to be here.
Yeah, under duress. That's the same meaning.
No, duress meaning like I'm putting a gun to your head to be here.
Well, you lured me here under false pretenses.
No, I did not.
Yes.
I asked you to come on. Did I not?
One day, let me tell you something. One day, I don't like being scammed.
I'm not a scammer. Though I used
y'all scared me. Y'all scared me onto this episode. So you know who's gonna win that series? These nuts are gonna win that series.
This nigga Dre, yo. Dre is killing me.
So Dre didn't know I was going to. So it's like you assembled the Avengers and didn't give us no weapons.
No, what happened? We got to really go on. We got to be on the show and talk about what happened.
God damn.
We were supposed to go on at 8. You said you wasn't going to be available till 10. My computer was acting stupid.
So now you putting it. Now you putting this on me because I said I was going.
It's a misunderstanding, Ted. So that's all that it is.
You know what goes. You know what goes between the space of misunderstanding?
No, I don't.
These nuts.
Oh. Okay. These boys squabbling.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brandon Ingram.
Who's that? Is it Dallas versus the Clippers?
Yes.
I want Thanos to come and just snap the series and take them both off the mat.
That might be the best playoff series in the whole Western Conference. Luka takes everything personal with the Clippers and Phoenix. Clippers especially.
I mean, the first round, believe it or not, the first round of the playoffs is my favorite round of the playoffs. Definitely my favorite round. So hopefully, I mean, I have no faith in the Clippers at all. The Dallas Mavericks, to me, is always one or two key pieces away from making a deep run. And I feel like every year since 2011 has been the same story. If you really want to get technical, I feel like even if you have Kyrie, if you have Luca at full speed, they're always going to play hero ball.
Yeah, they do like
And
this.
that, yeah, they love a hero ball. So while I do think this is going to be an entertaining series, and I can see the Dallas Mavericks pulling it out, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I'm really low on the Western Conference this year.
I'm with her on that. I'm with her on that answer because I'm just
Yeah, I'm not. I'm just not like with it, honestly.
so. All right, before we go on to the Eastern Conference, you did miss one other game that we were talking about, which is Minnesota versus Phoenix.
And then also, when you think about the Clippers, like, is Kawhi Leonard even playing?
Yeah, he's playing.
Like, is he? Is he? Has he had enough rest?
Yeah, he missed what,
Like,
like 10 games, right? 10, 15
and
games.
the big narrative today is that he was added to with the last slot to Team USA.
He was?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
he
know that?
was.
For what? yo, yo, I don't. What is up with this? Is LeBron's doing? I know it's LeBron's doing. This has to be LeBron's doing.
But it was okay. But it was okay to put Grant Hill in the redeem team. You know what? Don't. You know what? Let me not start putting stuff together and trying to tie together y'all narratives because it don't make sense.
I didn't
The
say nothing.
boys are passing me right now. So
Minnesota and Phoenix. Even though I know you hate Kevin Durant,
I don't hate Kevin Durant at all. I
you ain't
don't
saying
hate.
not one nice thing about that man. As long as I've known you,
That's not true.
what?
I said he's a great scorer. That's a really good thing to say.
I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you. You and Randy. I argue with y'all. You, Randy, and Pete. I argue. No, you, Randy, Pete, and Stan. I argue with y'all all the time when it comes to
So,
Kyrie Irving and Kevin
mm,
Durant.
so
And y'all
Dan,
gonna
when it's four against one,
See how Kyrie's game has shown up, right? And not the
Curry.
narrative. When the game is up, and then see at that part, I'm speaking facts on that.
It's Joe Tsai, and you know it. Fuck him. Just want to throw that
It's
out there.
also Kyrie too. He gotta take
Joe
no.
Tsai.
It's also Kyrie too. Like it takes two, son. It takes
yo,
two.
let me tell you something. The Phoenix Suns is another example of the little engine that couldn't. They had it's as if they are a team that's supposed to be at the top of the conference with the star power on the team. You know what I'm saying?
Super.
They're the sixth seed.
Yeah, miraculously.
I
I don't know how they got
mean,
it.
they're almost at 500 in wins and losses. I'm just saying, like y'all talked all y'all as in Matt,
I never said nothing about Phoenix.
not
I've
this
never said
season.
nothing about Phoenix.
In the beginning, you know what? I swear, I wish that I had an assistant. You
I've
know what?
never said. I've never said
I'm
nothing
gonna
about
hire,
Phoenix.
I'm gonna hire a metadata specialist to go back into our old episodes
Okay.
and how you tooted the bloody horn about. No, it was you and it was Pete. It was Pete talking about Chris Paul coming to the damn Phoenix Suns like it was like
He's
the
in
second
Golden
coming.
State.
It was
They
Golden
made some
State. Oh,
progress.
He's in Golden State.
I forgot all about him already. Um,
We didn't even talk about Phoenix this year. All the narratives has been
we
centered
barely,
around. It's been centered around the Lakers. Golden.
barely. We don't even talk about the Lakers like
No,
that.
bro. But
We were talking a lot
we talk
about.
about Anthony Davis.
We barely talk because he ain't give us nothing to talk about.
But
We
that's what I'm
spent a
saying. We
lot
didn't
of.
talk about Phoenix.
We can I finish a sentence, please? First of all, I'm already a guest on a show that I wasn't even invited to. I feel like I just joined y'all show. Anyway, I cut my dinner plans short to be a part of this.
Can you send me some food?
Hell no.
You don't want to feed your own brother? What kind of shit is this? Like, what? I would
You's
send
a
it to you.
grown ass man. Feed
DoorDash. I
yourself.
can send you some DoorDash. You know you in the car.
So
You're right. I can't afford your DoorDash. You're right. I'm sorry. I got
the fact that the Phoenix Suns are the 6th seed, the fact that they've struggled throughout the season to me may not have any bearing on their ability to turn it up on the playoffs. I feel like Devin Booker is erratic at best. I feel like the same smoke that I'm giving LeBron about being the aging veteran, like chugging along and stuff like that. Like I want, in order for this series to be competitive, in order for this series to be, you know, what I would love a 3rd and 6th seed to be, because the Phoenix Suns is supposed to be the 3rd seed in this. While I do have this being a close series, I play the middle with this one, because if Phoenix doesn't beat Minnesota with Kevin Durant and Devin Booker and all their other pieces, then this is an experiment gone wrong. Given the caliber of the players, not if we're going by caliber, not record, right? All the records show that the Minnesota Timberwolves should win, right? But given the caliber of Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and that squad, I would want to say Phoenix could win this series. Do I think they're going to win these series? No. Do I think they can make it competitive? Yes. It depends on how healthy KD stays, and if Devin Booker could stay consistent.
And then Bradley Beal showed the fuck up.
You see, I'm not even. He's a non-fucking factor to me in this.
You don't like Bradley Beal?
Man, let me tell you something. I've never. The reason why I've been hard on KD is because when he is the face of a franchise, right? He's always had strong supportive players, or strong could be main event players next to him too. You get what I'm saying? In this team, he had Westbrook. In that team, he had this person. In this team, he had the Golden State, he had the whole 5 heartbeats. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm just being real. So now, and Phoenix, unfortunately, he's what this guy, what is he doing? Unfortunately, at this point in his career, he's 15 years deep, 16 years deep. You get what I'm saying? Now he has to be the man. Can he be the man?
Probably not.
I don't know. That's always been my thing. People have always been like, "Oh well, KD is just as good as LeBron. KD is just as good as this. KD is just as good as that." He had to join the Temptations to win his title.
Oh, shut up, because we're not even going to speak on. You know what? I'm not going. You know what I was going to go. I'm not going to go.
All the blocks in Brooklyn, why did I have to move on the block where people I feel were raised by farm animals?
Brownsville, right?
Don't give my location.
You said in Brooklyn. You got to be specific. Like,
first of all, my brother live in Brownsville. You better chill, dog. Like chill in Brownsville.
You said farm animals. That's it's either that or Bushwick or East New York. Guys, it's a circus.
Leave it to Bushwick, man.
The whole Canarsie, apart from 2 blocks on Canarsie, is goats.
That's what we gotta do. So we're just gonna.
I don't mean greatest of all time with goats. I mean bad goats.
You talking about like Glenwood and down, right?
There's only 2 blocks in Canarsie. 3 blocks is my best friend has her own place. Mm-hmm. There's only 3 blocks in Canarsie that I care about.
I care about 86th Street.
Mm-mm.
It's mine.
Mm-mm.
Well, let's go to the main event, the Eastern Conference. What we all want to see. That's the only conference we care about. Randy, I know you want to go right into. We're not going to do it.
No.
We're not going
We're not
to
do
do
a
it.
series I kind of want to talk about. That's not the Knicks.
So
Every time you jump on my show, oh no, I'm sorry, this is your show tonight. We shouldn't even use none of the Yerrr shit. Every time you jump on the show talking about basketball, the Knicks go on a losing streak.
Damn,
It happened last year.
Not gonna say nothing.
What do you mean? What happened last year? They got embarrassed.
No, not during the first round.
No. Getting out the first round is not a feat.
After not making it the year before and then losing the first round, that was a step up.
Y'all love to play. You know what? This is this Gen Z. Everybody gets a participation trophy type of shit. Like everybody got. Yeah, everybody got something to be like, oh, well, at least. I don't live my life in at least. Why are these kids outside at 11 o'clock at night? Where's your mother?
Welfare? I don't know.
Yo!
Welfare is not. All right, you see, that shows you men don't know shit. Because welfare is not really a thing.
Huh?
Welfare is not a thing. What y'all think it is?
No. Not for black people, but, we're not going to talk about that.
All right, Louis Farrakhan. What's the first? What's the first round we going? Like,
can we just talk about Boston and Miami?
Yes.
God damn.
Boston's gonna have
because when I see you,
Boston's gonna sweep them.
I can't even be mad.
It ain't gonna be easy. They gonna kick. It'll be a kick. They're gonna be sweeping and kicking and screaming.
Yeah,
but it's still gonna be swept. I mean,
yeah. Tyler Hero can't do it by himself.
No, he can't. He can be. Oh, the boys is out tonight.
I can't pronounce the name. What's his name? Jaime. That's his name, Jaime.
Jaime Jaquez.
Yeah, I just call him Triple J. Triple J.
Yeah, but they might be treated to the gentleman's suite.
Yeah, I give them 5 games. I feel like Miami's gonna take one at home.
If Boston lets Miami beat them in one of those games, Boston is in trouble.
You talking about in Boston or in Miami?
Anywhere. Okay. If Boston lets this dilapidated Miami Heat team beat them with all the hoopla we've been hearing about Boston all season long, that's not a good look.
This is a shot at Dre.
I'm going to question. No, it's not a shot at Dre. I'm going to question. Honestly, I will question how scary the Celtics really are if this goes past 5 games.
I'm not scared of Boston. I don't feel. Granted,
you Boston may not be, but everybody, the talk around town all season long is that Boston is the team to beat.
Here's my word, and y'all can Dre, cut this part and make sure you bring it back when it gets to the conference, right? If the Knicks get to the conference and they face Boston, they are beating Boston. They are going to beat Boston. If the Knicks
are going to have their hands full with the Sixers. They are going to have their hands full with the Sixers. This is my biggest concern with the Knicks, right? All right. Let me hold it for the Knicks until we talk about it.
All right. So me and Tavia both think Boston is going to dog walk.
Yeah, they're going to mollywop.
Miami, I mean, Dre's going to have to hold that. They shouldn't even made the playoffs in the first place, but that's just neither.
1, 2, 3, Cancun. Yeah. I mean, they would have dog walked the Bulls too.
Yeah, I mean, if Jimmy Butler was
there, they would have dog walked the Bulls. They would have dog walked the Heat with Jimmy Butler.
Yeah. So all right,
I'm gonna be real with y'all. Pandemic Butler is, I'm tired of these teams not getting the right support for their guys.
I got you. Next
Miami,
game.
did you just cut me off?
I didn't even know you were still talking. Go ahead. You got it. Go ahead.
My God.
I like your hair.
Thank you very much. Shit. I gotta get my purse out the back of my phone.
Did you just throw your hair back? That's what you just did? Kind of Willow Smith
No,
shit
I
you
was
had.
leaning into my vehicle. Let me turn my camera off. I don't want peasants to know where I live.
Lord Jesus.
But
Peasant
I
stuff?
feel like Miami could have been made moves to make them I don't want to say a better team, but a team suited for a deeper run. And I
They
feel
were
like
playing
I feel like with the Heat, like this is not the Heat of 2 years ago, 3 years ago. This is the Heat of now.
The heat of
But
last.
yeah.
Lord knows if certain shit didn't happen, they wouldn't have gotten to the finals. But it's still Mario. Dre was unbearable in these chat rooms with Miami.
He was.
I'm just like,
He
I don't know.
was.
I'm like, Miami should have stopped when they faced the Knicks. The fact that they were able to beat the Knicks, I was just saying, like, with a whole attitude, like, this is bullshit. All of this is bullshit. And then
we gave up game. Once we gave up game one, I'm like, nah. If we get it in 6, like, we're not winning in Miami. As soon as we lost home court advantage, I'm like, damn, like, no, we screwed that one up.
I mean, nobody expects Jimmy Butler to play like he does, but
he does eventually.
Yeah, well, he's not going to be a factor in this series with an MCL sprain, so that's that. But Cleveland and Orlando. Cleveland and Orlando. I don't know if Spider's playing. I think they're still like on the outs.
Spider wants to play.
I think they're on the outs with him. I think he's cleared to play. They just don't want to play him.
He's gonna play. Listen, he has an opportunity to get out of a round this year. He's gonna want to play.
I think him and the front office had issues, and they're kind of like on the scuttlebutt with that. So I feel like they're just trying to test the waters and see what they have without him. Because from what I've been hearing, I'm hearing that they're going to deal him in the summer.
Cleveland's stupid.
They're not stupid. He doesn't want to be there, bro.
Right, but at the same time, you should have dealt with that before the playoffs. Like, if you're really if Cleveland was really, really serious about this shit, y'all would have handled it in the off season and then had that shit done. Then you would have called Pat Riley. Then you would have called Leon Rose and been like, all right, is that deal still on the table? We'll take whatever you want.
Miami can't give up. Miami doesn't have nothing to give Cleveland.
They have a few picks to give up.
Do they have more to offer than the Knicks?
Yeah.
Okay, then. But yes, I'm going with Orlando in this one.
I'm going with Orlando too. Whatever.
Orlando and 6.
Orlando's inexperienced. I don't know. But
it don't always mean inexperience. It's all about who wants it more.
True, but at the same time, I mean, listen, I have it in 7 because of the fact that
Cleveland in 7, Orlando in 7.
I have it going 7, but I kind of have the Cavs because look, if Donovan Mitchell's gonna be playing, he's gonna be playing for a lot more. So in terms of his mind, like I have the Cavs in 7.
Okay. Randy, I can see that. I can see that.
I feel for Donovan Mitchell. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm mad that
and their bigs can rebound much better than the Magic too. Like the Magic, they don't rebound. Magic do not rebound. Stop it.
Why are you getting on Pablo like that, man? Don't do that, man. My man is a savage.
Paolo averages 7 rebounds a game. Stop. I love Paolo.
I'm not saying this is rebound. I'm just saying he's a savage, bro. Give him some.
No, he's savage, but like like in the playoffs, like if you miss shots, you need extra possessions.
Bro, like I said, I can't count out over who might want it more. Orlando might say that this day just show this is who the fuck we are. We here.
Oh no, they're gonna show out, but they're going out in 7. They don't have a Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, and it's funny that you said that they don't have a Donovan Mitchell because Milwaukee don't have a Giannis Antetokounmpo, and they're going against Indiana.
In the words of Drew McIntyre, I prayed for this and it happened.
Yeah,
I prayed for this series since the play-in tournament. I prayed for this series and it happened.
and you're getting the first week and a half without Giannis. No, honestly, the first 2 weeks. I think they say he's out for 2 weeks. So,
no, that's Gian. Oh, I know Zion's out for 2 weeks if they make it far, but it's like, oh, I have a feeling Giannis might be figure out a way to get back. But
bro, we're talking about it. We're talking about a hamstring, bro.
No, it's his calf.
It's hamstring. When they say calf, they mean hamstring. That's usually what they mean. It's either his hamstring or he really has like an Achilles situation, and they don't want to make it. A calf strain to me is always the same to me. I know how much that shit hurts. I know exactly how much that shit hurts.
But a healthy Giannis against this team would have made this series crazy.
Yeah. And
I don't trust Doc Rivers.
And Dame is not that inspired.
And I don't trust Doc Rivers. Dame's going through his divorce and it's showing on the basketball court. If that wasn't going on, then we probably would see Dame would flame these niggas in like 6. Like
by himself.
If by himself. If Dame was in his right, if Dame is tapped in, this would not be a series because the Pacers cannot guard a turnstile in Manhattan.
And they get
they can score. Look, they can score as quick as a Kardashian can find a black man, but listen, they can't guard their cones on defense.
Yeah.
And if Dame Lillard is like
except for Pascal. He can defend.
Pascal's trying to slip in that area, honestly.
Seriously? Think so?
Slightly.
I mean,
because like I saw much of that credit was more so OG on those later Toronto years.
Yeah.
Because Pascal became more of the star, he's focused more so on scoring. Even he said he slacked on defense. Like he'll play. I'm not saying he don't do that no more. It's just because of what he's actually doing now more offensively. That's what he's doing.
I look at this series and like you said, Giannis out for a while. Dame uninspired because of his divorce, which is unfortunate.
It could be the Pacers in 6.
I feel like it's the Pacers in 5.
I have it 6.
I mean, if he again, Giannis
I'm not disrespecting. I'm not disrespecting the fact that the Bucks, despite everything, and this goes against everything I'm saying about Doc, but because of the construction of that team has won a championship recently. Even though they're older, that Pacer inexperience is going to show up.
When you say they won a championship recently, you make it seem like they didn't get a stimulus package to get to it.
Listen, it's still within the last 5 years.
I'm still not over it, Randy. Kyrie would never got hurt.
It happened. Listen, Roman's reign is done. I have to get over it too. So, like, things like that in life happens. So, yes, like, it happened, Matt. Get over it.
One job. All you had to do was fucking re-sign Kyrie.
Hey.
And then.
Well, again, listen. With that, it takes 2 to tango. You
fucking hate
got it. It happens.
I hate him.
It's time to come into the now.
If there's ever been a desk I wanted to piss on, it was Josiah and James Dolan.
Hey, listen, y'all. Listen. They made their bed. They can lie in it. This is what we call karma on these streets because they say New York City ain't cool, meaning wearing orange and blue. You can take that for how you want.
It's not about
other than that.
It's not about the
Knicks. You made that Knicks hat look so uncool. So it's
like why you gotta
no. That was Katie's comment.
We're talking about Josiah and his bullshit and what he did to fuck up the borough of Brooklyn, and I don't like it. I'm not happy about it.
You gotta let
the
it
Barclays
go.
said they had no business being there in the first place.
Josiah, fucking hate Josiah with everything. But
it's not Josiah's fault. That stadium, that arena had no business being in Brooklyn in the first place.
I'm not talking about the arena. I'm talking about Josiah.
I'm talking about the whole team. The whole team should have stayed in Jersey where they were. Period.
And brought a baseball team back.
No Giannis playing. Dame in trouble, and Dame is going through a divorce. Which team are you going with?
Just because somebody's going through a divorce don't mean that they're not going to handle their scandal.
He hasn't been able to. He's been playing like trash.
Yeah, because the system without Giannis doesn't work.
Are you blaming Doc Rivers? Because I'm with that. I'm signing up for that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not honestly.
Also, there Adrian Griffin karma too, man.
No, I feel like the system that is instituted in Milwaukee does not work without Giannis. That's why we're here. That's why we are.
I mean, they fired that system last year.
Yeah, not a divorce, not anything. They're having an issue with adapting to what's in front of them. And Doc Rivers is not known as a good playoffs coach
at all, ever. But
got lucky one fucking time.
He wasn't lucky. That was just a good pickup in the goddamn.
They were lucky. They were lucky.
They were lucky because Kevin McHale was the GM of the other team. Like former Celtics were doing business with each other.
They were lucky that the Lakers were not. The Lakers lost that series more than Boston won that series.
I agree with that too.
Oh yeah, when they blew that damn lead in the fourth quarter.
No, Pau Gasol was soft.
Yeah, he was.
No, they blew that lead in the fourth quarter.
Pau Gasol was soft.
True, but they still blew it. They still blew that lead. You still had a lead.
Yeah, I just feel like
they had the lead. You can't say Paul Gasol was soft when they had the lead in the fourth. Like that team played soft, getting them back into that game.
I blame Kobe.
You can't say Paul Gasol that game played soft. Like
I mean,
they laid a goose egg that game.
There's a lot of things that played in it. Paul Gasol played soft. Kobe didn't answer the phone. We would have had Kevin Garnett in the first place. There's a lot of things that played into that. It's neither here nor there. But Ted, you going with Indiana?
But didn't they turn around and win too?
Yeah, we could have.
I mean, no, I don't. Who's we? Did you suit up? I never saw Miller 36 on the court.
25, I think. My jersey number is 25. That's why you didn't see it, because my number's 25. But neither here nor there. I had an injury. You going with Indiana?
I'll still go with Milwaukee. Fuck it. Who cares?
I mean, if Giannis come back, it's a good possibility. It's a great possibility. I don't have
if Dame wake up.
No, but even if Dame wakes up, I mean, the system isn't designed to his strengths, which is hero ball, all 48 minutes, cover to cover.
Because the team that can't play defense, that's easy for Dame. Because the team that don't play defense, he can do that in his sleep. Dame could be catatonic and still score 30. That team do not play D.
And Bobby Portis he's not a bad player. He can give you 20.
And he's come through in the playoffs before. He's come through in the playoffs many times when Giannis wasn't playing.
They got pieces that can pick up the slack with Giannis not being there. And again, like Randy said, Indiana's not exactly known for their defensive prowess. So, I mean, it's like the worst thing that could happen is Indiana just fucking whitewashed them offensively, which is great. Which is a great possibility. But again, I just see Indiana's had Milwaukee's number all year, and I just don't see it. I don't see it, getting any better for Milwaukee because I just don't feel like they got all their ducks in a row as far as cohesiveness and chemistry. So I'm just gonna roll with Indiana on that. But let's just get right to what we all came for, and that is the New York Knicks, led by Jalen Brunson,
MVP,
against the reigning MVP, Joel Embiid, who's hobbled like a motherfucker right now.
He's not healthy.
In the 76ers. Now, because I know Stu's going to be long-winded because this is his topic. He loves the Knicks. He's biased.
I love the Knicks too.
I know.
I can keep it short.
I mean,
can you?
Nick,
Gotta relax.
it's simple. Nick's no.
No, because I could give you short. That was wild. That was crazy. But
Yeah,
yeah,
nah.
that was crazy.
No, but
Knicks-
seriously, Knicks in 6.
Yeah, Knicks in 6. Why?
Huh?
Why Knicks in 6?
Joe was not healthy. And even when healthy, even without Julius, we still clapped him in Philly a couple times. Like with a healthy Joel Embiid. Well, like
No, y'all
OG
beat him,
and
beat him once with Joel Embiid.
huh?
Beat him once. Well, beat him once when Embiid. The last couple
Was he,
times.
was he back? No. The last 2 times we didn't have him. I think he played the first 2 games in Philly.
We only played him. We only played him once.
The one in January where he played.
Mm-hmm.
I give you that one.
Still won though. Still won. The only one that the Sixers won was when I think Brunson only had 17
He's at the
or 18.
Garden.
Yeah,
It was
like
at the
17.
Garden. And I think that was one of our last losses of the season.
Yeah, Oubre.
Look, y'all speaking all this we.
I didn't say
This
we.
He just said we lost.
Huh?
Y'all saying all this we. You're not gonna be playing at Madison Square. Are you playing at Madison Square Garden tomorrow?
I got family who's gonna be there at Madison Square Garden.
Oh God.
Team.
Okay. I got family.
At least I got people family in the building.
Put me in.
Dude. I run events at that building with VIP treatment.
I get it.
I'm not sitting here like showing my cards. Like it is what it is.
What is going on right now? I don't understand.
If you're not putting on a jersey tomorrow, I don't want to hear we.
Listen, it's we.
I tell you, which one are you going with? Knicks and Sixers. Who you going with? And
I'm
how
going
many
with the
games?
Knicks. I have to go with the Knicks, man.
How many games and why?
I'm going to go Knicks in 5.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Cause I'm with them. I'm with her. Knicks in 5.
Let me tell you why. They know in order for them to make a deep run, they have to run and gun this whole first round. If they allow the Sixers to take them into deep waters, they're gonna drown.
Yep.
And that's period.
My assessment is, and you shouldn't wish this on anybody, but fuck Embiid up. Fuck him up. Anytime he touched the ball, y'all better start looking like Charles Oakley and Anthony Mason in this motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. You gotta beat his ass. Hit him in the knee, hit him in the thigh. I don't care. Just get him the fuck out of the goddamn game.
Let me tell you something.
That's what you need to do. Roughhouse him. He's tall.
Kyle Lowry's why I say 6 games. That's the only reason why I say
Kyle Lowry can't. He's old, bro. And he can't keep
that
up with
same old ass helped Miami beat us last year.
Yeah, he helped Miami, who had Jimmy Butler, bro.
He also has the former MVP.
And I feel like Miami. I feel like Miami has a better coaching staff.
Exactly.
I feel like you can never. Let me tell you something. Spoelstra under the helm of Pat Riley.
Over
like
Nick Nurse,
anything can happen with a Pat Riley led franchise. I'm sorry. Spoelstra has done more with less and done more with more.
And Randy, I really feel like you holding on to Nick Nurse winning the championship in Toronto. He had Kawhi Leonard, and he also had a stimulus package. Klay Thompson and fucking Kevin Durant going down.
We did not talk anything about the Golden State Warriors. I kind of want to talk about that after we go with our next predictions. Because Matt, it's time to hold your ass to the fire.
Why? Steph Curry did what he was supposed to do. He didn't have help. We're not doing. We ain't going. Look, we in the name.
You mean to tell me, Clay, that Draymond Green's antics were not a distraction this season?
100%. We was arguing about that earlier. 100%. I hold myself accountable for that. If Draymond Green did not get suspended to close 20 games, the Golden State Warriors wouldn't even be in the fucking play-in. They would not be in the play-in.
It'd be a few games better.
They would not be in the play-in.
They'll probably be sick. They'll probably
Anyway,
where Phoenix is at.
going back to the Knicks, because I feel like we rambled on about all these other theories that we don't really care about more than Randy and I care about this one, right? Just
I'm
being
keeping it
real.
modest for mine. I'm keeping it modest. I'm keeping -6. That's it.
No, saying 5 is not a stretch because the Knicks have been busting ass.
Yep.
I'm just being honest. Even with the thing is, what I'm scared of is the injuries catching up. The lack of depth in certain areas catching up. That's what I'm scared of. I feel like in the Eastern Conference, all roads lead to Boston or all roads lead to New York, right? And the Knicks have done a good job all season of playing beyond their means. And I just wonder if house money going to run out. So if they don't take care of the Sixers and handle them in a reasonable manner, they will be eliminated in the second round. Mark my words. They
Depends
have
on who
to
they
win
have in the second round,
decisively.
though.
No, it doesn't. Because
Yes,
they're already outstretched.
But the thing about it is, like in the playoffs, all rotations short in the playoffs. It's not just the Knicks. The Knicks are built to play playoff basketball. If anything, they're the most conditioned team in the league. Outside of the injuries that they already have, outside of the injuries that they've had, the only major injury is just Julius. They have their full team minus.
They're going to work against Boston, though. They're
It's
going to
not
have.
gonna-
They're not going to work against Boston for
They're
sure.
The Knicks are not conditioned for the playoffs. I'm gonna be real with you.
Why you say that?
I feel like the Knicks have ugly wins. Similar to, I feel like.
But that's playoff basketball. You know, some of those are going
Why
to be ugly.
are you mansplaining? Now I got to turn. Why are you mansplaining what playoff basketball is? I've been watching basketball before you was even born. But at the end of the day, what I was saying was the injuries are going to catch up to them. Not having Julius Randle is worse than not. Jalen Brunson cannot make a mistake. He can't have an off night. He can't. So you mean to tell me that that's conditioning for playoffs?
In the defense, to go against what you're saying in a sense, I do agree with you. Jalen Brunson can't have an off night, but when we're talking off night, I'm not necessarily meaning just points. If he has Hartenstein doing what he's supposed to, he has it's not so far gone. If Hart is doing what he's supposed to do, DiVincenzo is going off, but they've been consistently, all three have been hitting on all cylinders.
But my thing is, without Brunson, it doesn't work.
But that could be said about a lot of these teams.
No, I feel like specifically with the Knicks. Specifically with the Knicks, right? I'm looking at it from the road they're going to have to take to get to the Eastern Conference Finals, right? If they let the Philadelphia 76ers take them into deep water, they're going to drown. And I know this for a fact.
I mean, I agree with you. I just don't see it happening because, again, Embiid is hobbled. The only way I see this happening
Everybody loves to show out against the Knicks.
But the Sixers are a totally different team without Embiid. And I don't see Nick Batum having a 24-point fucking night like he did the other night. I don't see that happening again.
And Tobias Harris is not going to show up
at all. So your best bet is Kelly Oubre shutting down Jalen Brunson again, which I highly doubt is happening.
And then you got to worry about.
He's a great defender. Well, good defender. He's not a great defender. He's a good defender.
We got OG back, and then like the only thing is you gotta worry about Tyrese Maxey. Other than that, it's like
that's why I said fuck
you
up
know,
your team, get him out quick,
get him out quick, back him
get
up.
him out quick, or just keep pressure on him so he can't like get the confidence to do anything.
We also got a healthy Mitch
not-
too.
Huh?
We have a healthy Mitch too. So like I think that helps a lot because Mitch is actually healthy now.
And he's coming off the bench.
He's coming off the bench. So it's like
I don't know. All I said, I feel like the Knicks are gonna pull it off this round, but it's to me, it's in the how.
Knicks in 5, baby. That's what I like to hear. Knicks in 5. So
It has to be Knicks in if it's Knicks in 6 or
I'm mad at
more.
that.
I'm mad at it.
Well, you think that'll like wear him out to go against Indiana and Milwaukee?
Yes.
Because if they go to the second round and they're going against Milwaukee and they're kind of tired, you got to also deal with the fact that if they're going against Milwaukee, Giannis could be half healthy too. But then you run the risk of Damian Lillard getting confidence and going crazy. So there's that. And Milwaukee's defense is not as good as it was.
do you trust Doc Rivers?
No,
Like
not at all.
Do I trust Doc? Do I trust Doc Rivers to be able to beat the Knicks? Yes.
Any playoff team with a team that like I don't trust Doc Rivers at all.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't trust Doc against the Pacers. Like,
I mean, Doc Rivers did have Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, Jamal Crawford, JJ Redick, DeAndre Jordan.
But that Western Conference is crazy. Honestly, that's not fair. The Western Conference was nuts. You know what I'm saying? The East has beatable teams.
he had prime Tracy McGrady. Enough said.
Nah, he had prime Tracy McGrady with a lackluster ass team though. I get what you're saying, but he had Tracy McGrady in the early years. Yeah, Tracy McGrady was killing, but that team was trash.
That team was horrible outside of Tracy McGrady.
Because don't get me wrong, that's not the first time I've heard that. When I get at Doc Rivers, it's more or less the Clippers that I get at him for. Because there's no reason he had that Clippers team and they didn't get to the finals not once.
2015, they should have won. They should have won in 2015. They blew that. That was all Doc. They blew that shit.
So,
2017, there should be no reason why
2015. Look at all the. I mean, I'm just saying, the Western Conference is traditionally stacked. Traditionally stacked, the Western Conference, right? Now, what I'm saying is true. The Knicks are playing some great basketball. The way that they've been able to make their adjustments, the way that Brunson's been playing. Brunson, to me, if he's not league MVP, if he's not, I already feel him not making Team USA was a snub.
I know why he didn't make it though.
Okay, Stephen A. Smith, why didn't he make it?
Well, because they're playing against all these other country teams where you got to be a real good defender or a real taller guard. He's not that. He's not a great defender. He's a decent defender. He's a good scorer, but you have
putting up the numbers and the impact that he's had on that team. It is a snub. Yeah, none of this happens. None of this Knicks excitement happens without Brunson. None of it.
I'm talking about the Olympics though, not the Knicks.
I'm just talking about the only team that people care about right now in the Eastern Conference is the Knicks. Nobody's talking about the Celtics. Nobody's talking about Milwaukee. Nobody's talking about no other team. For real. Everyone is talking about the Knicks. The Knicks have been the most entertaining team to watch this season to me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, if he's not on that echelon of especially players who are winding down their careers, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a snub. That's his stuff. He's taking the franchise on his back.
No, I mean, like I'm right there with you. Like the NBA is a better place when the Knicks are playing great basketball, and they have been playing great basketball, exciting basketball. Culture is very similar to '90s Knicks. That's why I said I need to fuck Joel Embiid.
But they're not playing like '90s Knicks.
I'm just saying they need to fuck Joel.
This is not a league that's like the whole entire culture of basketball has changed.
Not here, but we all agree that they need to fuck Joel Embiid up. That's what I'm saying.
Let me tell you something. If Brunson have an off night, it's gonna be a tough time in Philly. I was in Philly recently.
Yeah, we home.
Very ghetto.
Well,
I do not recommend. I
I
rated 1 out of 5 stars.
What?
Do not go. It's very ghetto. I told you my Philly story, or you just wasn't paying attention because you
I
were
was on the show. I was there. Philly's my second home. I love Philly.
It's fitting. Very on brand.
Okay.
I was like, where's Matt?
You know what? You got it. I mean, can we talk about the WNBA draft, please? Something come on. Well, what are your thoughts and your feelings about the NBA draft? The WNBA draft. They hit record-breaking numbers as far as viewership. How do you feel about the WNBA draft and the road?
WNBA players should not be getting paid less than administrative assistants. Go eat your food.
Agree. Honest.
They should not be making less than police officers.
How do you feel about everybody kind of?
And I get mad that people blame women for why the WNBA doesn't do well.
It's not them.
I blame sports fans. It's already a subsidized portion of the NBA. So the NBA is doing its part to make the WNBA work, right? It's true because it's basically they're not making any money off that WNBA. If anything, it's charity.
Tax write-off.
If you really want to get technical. I feel like this is the first WNBA season that we could see a real change in how women's basketball is perceived to the masses. You have Caitlin Clark, you have Angel Reese, you have women who can take the WNBA to the next level. But it all depends on if sports fans go to their games and increase the money, increase the revenue, and make it a revenue-making machine. I don't think it's fair I've heard a lot of pundits say, "Oh, women are not supporting the WNBA." Whenever you go to a WNBA game, it's 80% women.
So are we all Liberty fans? We just want.
I have no
I've been a
choice.
Liberty fan.
Yeah,
I've been a Liberty fan
since the first season, summer '97, when it was Teresa Witherspoon and Rebecca Lobo,
Biggie Johnson, them girls like that.
And they went to the finals. They went to the finals the first season.
So we got cheated against. We got cheated against the Sparks team.
Sure did.
Do y'all like the fact that Caitlin Clark is getting a lot of?
Yes.
She's getting a lot of shit because she's not the signature Nike deal.
Yeah,
no,
I think
it's
cool.
I think it's great.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I think what it does is shows, she signed a $50 million deal with Nike, and she'll have her signature shoe. And I think that this is the first time that we're going to see women athletes in the WNBA treated in a way similar to their male counterparts. I mean, at the end of the day, the Indiana team, their games already sold out for the first couple of games. That's great for the sport. That's great for their league. I think I want to see more of that. I have an issue with the number that Angel Reese was drafted. I feel like she should have been drafted higher. Me personally, But look at these girls. Like the day after, a couple days after they won their games or lost their games, they had to go for the draft. And then here, oh yeah, she's gonna sign a 3-year, $150,000 deal. This is why these women go to these countries where they're treated like superstars more than they are in their own homes. Did we forget how soon we forget how Brittany Griner was treated trying to come home? And if they can make their money home, why can't they? Why can't we get bigger dollars from the WNBA? Because of basketball fans. If you're a fan of a sport, you should watch it regardless of gender.
Yeah.
Now we have superstars.
We do, and it's like it's the first time since like the Lisa Leslie, the Cheryl Swoops, the Cynthia Cooper crop in terms of stars. But now they can market more so off their name now compared to those back then when the league originally started back in '97. It's just a matter of now with Caitlin Clark being their first like $50 million girl, so to speak, they have to capitalize off of it. The league, yes, they've done their part in terms of the NBA helping them out. But it's also the TV deals. It's also ESPN. They have to promote the game better. Like it always has to go with promotion. Hell, ESPN doesn't even promote the NBA correctly. So it's like they have to find ways to better talk to promote the game, to find better dialogue about the game. Like, find analysts that will make sure to take more time to basically teach people about the game and broadcast it as such. They don't do that like NBC Sports used to do back in the day, which made us fall invested with the sport.
Motherfucker, did you just offend me on my own phone?
You glowing.
My makeup.
Oh, why is she so good?
You just asked me if I was pregnant?
She threw me off. I'm like, well, why is she glowing right now?
I live in a celibate. I live in a celibate home.
Yo, Matt, you better. You know what, Matt? You better stop. You better apologize to her. Apologize to her.
I didn't mean apologize. But it was only because she was glowing.
Are you saying that I'm looking fat?
I said you were glowing.
No.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. People say that.
Don't do that. Say because you glowing, you shining right now. Usually you're not so brownish. She glowing. You don't think she glowing a little bit like she's shining?
See, you didn't make it better for yourself there. You could have redeemed yourself earlier, but you made it worse. See, I'm trying to help you there, but you made it worse for yourself.
I'm sorry.
Made it worse for yourself.
I wasn't calling you big.
It's bad enough that I'm on the show.
Would you stop with that? Stop. Stop.
What do you mean? I'm not stopping shit. The fuck?
Stop. Yeah, stop.
It's 11:30 at night.
And I'm moderating. I can't argue with you, and I'm moderating. Save that for when we
You're doing a pretty good job about it. Good job.
Like, say that for when Trey and Pete is moderating.
Horrible.
I know I am. I'm not a moderator. Pete wanted to do group therapy, whatever thing he's doing, the thing that he do on Fridays and stuff. More power to him. I'm happy for him. Is giving him peace. But he's supposed to be moderating, or Dre. But Dre's at work.
So it's bad enough that I'm on a show
I knew this was coming.
that I wasn't marketed for.
Oh, jeez. It was a misunderstanding.
You guys are putting these shop names on the show.
If you really look at the last couple episodes, my name has been Bobby Brown.
Your name was not Bobby Brown the last couple episodes. Those were the episodes before that. I just brought legitimacy to this whole thing, and then you're gonna ask me, "Am I pregnant?" Fucking really, Matt?
Because you're glowing,
Matt. Fucking really?
Sorry, I said I'm sorry.
And while we're talking about WNBA, you're gonna ask me if I'm pregnant.
Congratulations to Brittany Griner too. That's a good transition because they about to have I'm gonna just stop. I gotta relax. I'm gonna just.
The I gotta relax thing is making me fucking homicidal.
I don't know what
Not your hairline pushed back to your ears. Talking about somebody.
And then now we're gonna make jokes on my hairline. You see?
No,
I'm moderating. I'm really trying.
I may tell a joke, but I never tell a lie.
Stop. Still, why you looking like that? What's wrong with you?
Because what she said, that was messed up, dog. That was messed up. That
Nobody
was messed
asked your
up.
opinion.
You're like,
No,
got
but that
your
was
mouth
messed
open.
up.
Don't do that. Don't have your mouth open like that. That's wild. You can't do stuff like that.
Your hat is
Nah,
messed up.
Jesus Christ. Oh, man.
that was wild.
I don't understand why men are wearing hats inside. It's something about that that really just makes me like
Y'all wear bonnets inside
to go to sleep.
and hair ties and stuff. So like this, like
But I don't wear a hair tie. He looks like he could just jump up and go outside to work.
he probably is.
Could have a night job. You never know.
So it's been a that will be the first round. Hopefully we will be back in time for the second round with the
All right, blah blah blah. Shut up. Bye. Good night. I'm tired.
take.
I'm pregnant. Sorry.
I didn't.
Sorry.
I
I'm
asked because
exhausted.
you're glowing. Stop your shit. You need to stop your shit. You really need to stop your shit. God damn it.
That is so offensive. You have not begun.
For those that are listening, Tavia's tea time dropped earlier today.
These nuts.
So please go ahead and go download and listen to that. It was very.
Now you at the end of the show, you
Can you
now you
let
want to
me
promote
in
my
the
shit?
show, Tavia? God damn it! Like stop!
God
Like
damn.
stop! See, Dre, Pete. I know y'all gonna be listening. Don't ask me to moderate nothing no more. But she does this on purpose. She wants me to argue with her. I can't be a moderator.
Argue about what? You offended me.
I didn't mean to.
And then you put your whole forehead there. I had to see the whole earth
Wow. So we
from
just
your
gonna-
forehead to your ear.
we really going to go on foreheads like yours is not like
I'm
mine.
sorry, I'm pregnant. I can't help it. My face is fatter. The fuck?
Thank you guys for watching.
A girl can't eat a good meal outside without a man telling her that she's pregnant during a WNBA segment for a show she wasn't even promoted for. That she sat in traffic for 45. Wait a minute. Do you have a ponytail,
Why did
Randy?
you-
Yes, I do.
Can you take your hat off, please?
Why did you take your hat off?
Oh my God! Your hairline looks like the New York City skyline. It's all etched in different ways. Fire y'all barbers ASAP. I know a guy.
Oh my God, guys! Thank you for
It
watching
was like
the Yerrr Sports Show playoff preview.
Did we even go about the Golden State Warriors and why was I right that Draymond was a distraction and why he cost his team this season and why Klay Thompson is what happened to him? He went 0 for 20,000 points.
I feel like you just want to come at me, right? Is this what this is about? Is this because
was this the Last Supper for light skinned Jesus before he got crucified on the cross? Who's Pontius Pilate in this? Is Pontius Pilate Steve Kerr?
Wow.
Passion of the Christ.
That's what we doing. Okay.
No, that's what you did.
I didn't. It's the playoffs.
Is this the end of the Golden State Warriors dynasty? Who leaves?
Nobody leaves.
They're all gonna stay?
Well, Draymond's already signed. Steph Curry's already signed. Klay is just going to have to come back on a discount. Is he frozen? Stu,
He took his hat. He took when the hat went off. So did the internet service.
Wow. Really?
Lose your hairline, lose your hat, lose your service.
Jesus,
It's a 3-for-1 deal.
that is wild. I don't think Klay's going anywhere. I think he's just
Why
going to come
don't you
back on a
blow it
discount.
up?
Huh?
It's time to blow it up.
Well, I mean,
Whoa.
It's time. It's time.
Some owners like to go to their star players and what they want and what they feel comfortable with.
But is Draymond Green still a star?
Draymond Green was never a star.
Klay Thompson, his stock has dwindled.
Yeah, 100%.
But I don't think I honestly, I'll be honest with you too. That team is not winning nothing again. As in its current.
Yeah, no, not happening.
No, not happening. All right, y'all. I gotta go. I'm fucking tired. I'm pregnant. All right, bye.
Said I'm sorry. Guys, that was Queen Tavia. That was also Stu, aka the People's Champion from Backstage Brawl. Shout out to the Voice of a Generation. Shout out to Big Baby. Shout out to the Jabba Tears Network, Jabba Tears Podcast, 2.5 Bros. As much as Tavia is gonna hate for me to say it, shout out to Shop Biz, Grizz, Boss, Stead, Dre.
You was asking for it, dog.
Oh, God. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys again, hopefully on the second round.
Yes, sir.
New York. We out. Thanks. Peace.